Nice. Look at that. Well, hello YouTube, and welcome back to Retired for Life. So things have been pretty busy getting ready for Christmas and that kind of thing, and all the cooking I've been doing, the videos you have seen. I hope you've been enjoying those. So we're back out today. Now it's a little bit breezy, but it's a beautiful clear day. So this is flight number 2 for the drone. We're going to try a couple of things. Now, normally around here, I am not in any kind of range where my cell phone will work to give me a map or anything like that. So that's not there, except I downloaded the map into the controller, which is a real nice feature of this controller. I love the fact that I can do that. So we'll briefly talk about that, and I'll show you what I did there. So what I want to try today is just the automatic return to home. So I am very much an amateur on these things. I am learning as I go here, and I'm showing you guys what I'm learning, just in case there is something you might not know about that you can pick up on, or you can see where I made my mistakes. All right, let's get things powered up and we'll see how we do here. All right, the drone is on. I did spin the propellers earlier to make sure nothing's hitting and everything is properly clear. And I also checked the propellers to make sure the blades are tight on there. Now there's an issue. I wasn't expecting that. So I may have to get something in the way of small weights or something like that to hold down the edges here. Now I've got this landing zone set up like this so that I'm not going to end up in grass or anything like that when it lands. So let's get our antennas up. Okay, we're coming on here. And I'm curious to see how it does with this wind that's blowing. Now I have my maximum height set to 80 meters. I don't need anything more than that. I'm not in around tall buildings or anything like that. And there's no trees here that are that tall. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. Okay. Start pre-flight check.
Perform a safety check before you fly.
All right, I've done that. Okay, and go fly. Now, I've got the camera view. Okay, I'm going to start recording, and then we're going to take off.
Take off. Home point updated.
Okay. We are going to go up about 7 meters. I can see it bobbing around a little bit in the wind. All right, there's our 7 meters. Now, from what I understand, you want to do that in order to be sure that the drone knows where it's coming back to. So let's shoot our cameras ahead. It moves really fast. All right, there I am. Down. We're straight ahead. Let's go up a little. We're going to turn the drone face away from... I do need to get used to the controls, I'll tell you. I'm going to turn the drone to face away from me, out to the bush, and then we're going to go up. We are really up there. I can.
Max altitude reached.
Okay, so there is our 80 meters. Let's just do a nice panning shot here. I don't want to be too far away to test this. All right, so we are now going to go return to home. So I'm just going to push the home button.
Return to home.
So the green line has shown up. There's the drone. I can see it coming back.
Landing.
It's right over top of me. And we're coming down. We'll see how accurate this is. It's off a little bit. And we're down. So as you can see, I did miss the platform by a little bit, and that's fine. I decided to go ahead and let it land because I'm a little bit concerned, because I was a little bit concerned about my black blanket here flying up or flipping up as it's trying to land. So we're going to get a couple of weights and throw that on here and do another quick flight. So let's go get some weights. I'll be right back. All right, I'm going to start recording. I want to take off again. Okay, here we go. Take off.
Take off. Home point updated.
All right, now we're going to go up. So you can see the mill there all covered up. All right, we're going to activate the return to home again.
Return to home.
Now, I will cancel it if it looks like it's going to come down in the snow.
Landing.
Oh, we're going to be much closer this time. We're getting a little bit of wind come up. Nice. Look at that. Yeah, that's a really good landing. So there's a couple of things that I have learned so far, and a couple of options that I have gotten. And I hope you guys are finding this interesting, my learning experience here, and I'm really happy to be sharing it with you as I go. I'm getting the hang of it, Kenny. We're getting there. So that was flight number 2, and it was very successful. So what have I learned so far? One of the big attractions to me for this drone was the fact that I can download a map onto this controller. You don't need to have Wi-Fi, and for me that makes a huge difference, because out here there are so many places where you do not have any kind of cell phone connection, and that also means my cell phone battery is going to get burned away just trying to provide the map for this to see. So let's do a quick run through as to how you download a map. It's really very simple. So we're going to start by turning on the controller. Now you don't need the drone on to do this. Okay, I'm to the main screen here, and from here I'm going to go connection guide and then camera view. And then I'm going, the only reason I'm doing this is to make sure that I am on the Wi-Fi. So I'm going to swipe down on the screen here, and you can see this comes up, and this tells me that yes, I am connected to the Wi-Fi, so there's no problem there. So we're going to swipe that back up out of the way, and then we've gone back to this opening screen where you see connection guide in the bottom. Now what I want to do is go to Profile, and you can see right here offline maps. So I'm going to select that, and then you get this screen that comes up. Now from here you want to zoom in to where you want your map. And as I keep zooming this in, you'll eventually see a square start to show up. Now it's just barely visible right there. And you can see it slowly getting larger and larger. And let's say I'm going to be flying in the Kingston area, just as an example, and I want to get the map for there. So I'm going to keep zooming in here until I'm where I want in the area that I want. And you can see this outline has gotten much bigger. So the closer you get in, the more detail your map is going to have. And now this is showing that this map is going to be 2.1 megabytes, and all I have to do is select there and download this map. I can give it a name and then tell it I want to download it, and then it's going to do that. And then when I'm in that area, if I don't have a cell phone connection, so if I don't turn my cell phone on, for example, then it's going to go back to this map and rely on this map. And I don't need to have my cell phone on for it. I think it's just great. So that is one of the big things that I really liked about this controller. And I have downloaded a couple of maps already for the areas that I'm going to be flying in. All right, let's back out of this now. So the other thing I've done is pick up a couple of very simple accessories for this. And these I've really liked, and I'm going to show you what they are. I'm sure you've already partially seen them. One is a neck strap. Now this is great. I can just let this hang down in front of me and not have to worry about having to find a spot to put it down, possibly getting it dirty, or worry about dropping it or anything like that. So that's a really, really nice option. These options that I'm showing you that I got all came off of Amazon, and I'll put a little picture of them up. You'll see that come up. The other thing that I got, now I know that this screen is supposed to be quite bright, which makes it work quite well in the sunshine, but maybe not always perfectly. So I got this shade that I also really like. And you see how it's got these two raised pieces so that it goes over top of your joysticks even when they're installed. And I think that's super. I can put the joysticks in, close this cover down, and now they're not going to get caught and snagged on anything and possibly get ripped off. And it comes with the two screws that you need to install it, and that works really well. So it will open up once and then open up a second time. So it really does give you a quite decent shade for it. So that's two things. The other thing I got was I didn't really like the case that came with this. Now I got the extended flight option, so it came with a case and the extra batteries and that kind of thing. But I wasn't that crazy about the case. Things were kind of jammed in there really tight. You could not put this controller in there with the joystick things on, or you're going to break them off for sure. And with this cover on, it no longer fit in the case. So I bought another case. So this is the case I got, designed for the DJI Mini 4 Pro. And it's got these slots in it, and it works really well. And I'll show you one of the things I really like about it. So there's my battery pack. Fits in there very nicely. There's the drone. No problem there. There's the case with the cover, with the joysticks in place. Look at that, it fits. And I can just fold the strap in and close it. That's it. It works perfect. Everything is well contained. It's not a hard case, but it's good enough to secure the drone and protect it quite well with a carrying strap and everything. So, very new to this drone. Only done a couple of flights with it now, but I just wanted to share with you what I have learned so far and a couple of extra add-ons or options that I consider pretty valuable because they work so well. I'm very pleased with this case and the strap and the cover. So keep in mind, you're getting all of this from very much an amateur. I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm learning as I go. And so far it's been fun. I was actually out today again for a couple of more flights, and I'm beginning to really get the hang of it and playing with some of the many features that this drone has. What it can do is just amazing and has an amazingly good flight time. All right, so that's going to be it for today's video, folks. If you have any questions about what I have been talking about, the pieces that I've shown you, or anything else about the drone, if I can answer them, I happily will. So once again, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found the video interesting, or at the very least a little bit entertaining. And if you did, please don't forget to give the video a like. Maybe share it with somebody that you may want to share this information with. And I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. That would really help. I'd appreciate that. So, thanks again, folks, and we'll see you out on the trails the next time.